Simon Scriver, nuggets of love. Nuggets of love. Simon Scriver.
Can a chicken nugget change the world? Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and friends, my first job when I was 16 was in McDonald's, and my career has pretty much gone downhill since then. But I loved that job, I'm proud of it, and I showed a flair for cleaning toilets. Pretty soon, I was promoted to the chicken station. Now, on the chicken station, you're responsible for the chicken nuggets. But what I would do is instead of putting in 6 chicken nuggets, I would put in 7. Yes, I would put in that extra nugget. And I would look out as the customer was served. I would peek out from the kitchen and watch as they ate their first nugget. And then they ate their second nugget. And somewhere around the 3rd nugget, they would realize that they had gotten an extra nugget. Yes, today was their lucky day. They were being smiled upon by the big guy upstairs, Ronald McDonald. And this was significant. This was a symbol. This was a sign that today was the day that they should take that leap of faith. Because of my chicken nugget, they would quit their job. They would start that business of their dreams. They would move to Kansas. They would finally propose to the woman of their dreams and start a family. I dread to think how many children were conceived because of my nuggets. It's ridiculous, isn't it? This idea that a nugget could have such an impact on someone's life. Or can the smallest things create a ripple that are bigger than we can imagine? Let me read you a letter I saw in a local newspaper. It said, "Thank you to the man who gave me $1 last Tuesday morning in the car park at the hospital when I found myself short for parking. Thanks to you, I was able to see my father alive for the last time. He died that afternoon." I don't work at McDonald's anymore. These days, I work for a small charity that works with people who are abused as children. We offer them guidance through the legal system in an effort to get some sort of justice for these terrible things that happen to them. And we offer them therapy to try and manage what happens to them and try and reclaim their lives. One of our clients is a farmer named John. And John didn't tell anyone about what happened to him for 40 years. 40 years before he picked up the phone and spoke to us. He started coming for therapy every week, and he felt better. He said, "I'm no longer just existing, I'm living." But he told his therapist that sometimes when he was out, away from her, that the memories of what happened to him would still creep up and overwhelm him. And this darkness would rise up from inside of him. And the most awful thoughts would take over his mind about how to escape. She said, "What do you need from me?" "I just need you to tell me I'm okay." So do you know what she did? She wrote on a little bit of paper, "You're okay." And he put it in his pocket. And the next time that darkness crept up, he took it out and he read those words, "You're okay." I hear those stories every day, and I look back over my life, over my 36 years, and I think of people who've come and gone throughout my life, who've had an impact on me, and they probably don't even remember me. I'm pretty forgetful. Do you have those people? Are there those people in your life that had such an impact on you, that changed the course of your life, and they might not even remember? Do you think there's people out there whose lives you've changed and you don't remember them? I know there are, because you're Toastmasters. And as Toastmasters, you remember your first meeting, don't you? You remember arriving an hour early, and you walked around the block 4 or 5 times looking for an excuse to go home. And when you finally walked in, someone offered you that smile, or those kind words, or those words of encouragement, and it kept you coming back. It set you on this journey that brought you here today and gave me the opportunity to meet you and gave you the privilege to hear Jonathan. And as Toastmasters, you see guests come and go every week, and some of them get what they need, those words of encouragement, that smile, and they keep coming back. But you also see guests that don't, and they walk out the door and they never come back. I try to bring the spirit of Toastmasters into the real world, into my everyday life. When I see tourists looking at a map on the street, I offer them directions. When I see a tour bus, I wave. When I drive through a toll booth, I pay for the people behind me. I try and compliment more, real, genuine compliments. I'm not embarrassed. I love your suit. It's sharp. You are beautiful. I love your... Well, you get the idea. You can do it too. You can help that tourist. You can offer that compliment. If you find yourself judging a contest, you can give some extra points. But more than that, you can give that extra nugget. You can pay for someone's parking. You can tell someone you're okay. In Toastmasters, we talk a lot about leadership. We like to quote Mother Teresa and Martin Luther King and Steve Jobs. We talk about these grand speeches that are going to change the world. But I'm not convinced. I'm not sure you or I or anyone in this room is going to change the world. But you can change someone's world. You have the power to change someone's world. You have that power to do it every single day. You have it in you. So what will you do with that power? Contest chair.
Timer, signal after 1 minute. Daniel Muke. It's us against them. Daniel Muke.